Previously on Kimba TV. If you're only getting structural edge in the form of a swing fail, I don't think that's good enough. So for me to be bullish, it would do something like this, okay? I would be okay with this too, but this would be the least bullish, right? Out of all the RTH gap plays. I'm gonna prioritize S&P, so I'm gonna go with S&P. If S&P is doing one of these two things, if we get Sato stopped out and bottom shorting, okay, then sure. So I'm here for the CME gap. I sent baby girl shopping, and so she's shopping by herself right now. I bought myself some time to kick it with you guys.
He just told us to be prepared.
And I just want to see where CME opens, and maybe the first 30-minute candle of ETH. And you know there's going to be a gap. It's where we left off Friday stream. I got you. But yeah, pretty dope if you ask me. Pretty dope if you ask me, chat. Orban says Kimba on Sunday equals Mega Vala. No, not really. Not really. Yeah, like I said, I just want to see the CME gap, right? Yeah, I mean, if you haven't been watching the last 10 days or so, make sure that you get caught up. For those of you that have been rocking and rolling with me every day for the last couple weeks, I mean, you know what it is. You know what it is. So the preparation for tomorrow, we prepare on Tuesday for Wednesday. We prepare on Monday for Tuesday. We prepare today for Monday. So the first sort of step or the major data point that we should collect is where CME gap opens and how the first 30-minute candle reacts. And then we'll say our see ya laters, and then we'll regroup tomorrow morning bright and early, ladies and gentlemen. As you guys can tell, we did not finish the wall mounts of the monitors. Still on my laptop. Ka-choy! Cool Bricks, what happening? Apples, hey, Cool Bricks, I like it. Lag, what's going on? Tia Goog, what's going on? Deus, what's going on? Yeah, I'm just here to see the CME. I wanted to see the CME gap with you guys. Maybe the first 30-minute candle, something like that. Yeah. How we doing? I had to poke my head in, but you know, no surprises though, ladies and gentlemen. What do you guys think? How many of y'all been rocking and rolling with me for the last couple weeks? No real surprises. No real surprises. So, I mean, we already talked about it on Friday, but hey, you guys excited for tomorrow? U.S. market open for tomorrow? God damn! I mean, like, here, pop quiz, motherfuckers. You guys ready for a little pop quiz? Can we do a little TA? Can we do a little TA? Can we do a little TA up in this bitch? Yeah, I mean, this is gone. Yo. What was the other thing that we were looking at? Get it! Probably $12 now. Yeah. 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 Juicy. Juicy. Juicy Maguchi. Juicy Maguchi low. I mean, I'm ready for this shit. You guys ready? This bitch really gonna happen, chat. This shit really gonna happen, chat. Damn. Damn, you guys excited? Moses, you Gucci? You guys ready to go? Sub Mope? Kareem! It's like all the shit we've been talking about for weeks and months kind of like slowly converging to time of execution and planning and understanding and higher time frame planning. And yeah, let's at least clean those lows at the in the gap, right? Let's clean the whole fucking thing, man. Everybody has all the levels marked out. We got the RTH gaps, we got the ETH gaps. We got the single prints, we got the naked point of controls, we got the VWAPs, we got the Kachoi CME gap. Hey, can I get a Kachoi? Can I get an exclamation prepared? Can I get an you know motherfuckers is gonna be freaking the fuck out if it goes to like 76 or 72 or 69 or whatever the fuck, but we're gonna be ready, chat. But yeah, every time, I mean, if I'm gonna watch the charts, I might as well watch it with you guys. So I'm curious, like, as I don't know if you've been watching the last couple days. If you've been watching every single day for the last 2-3 weeks, literally no surprises. Am I right, Lions? No surprises. You know, I think in between on a day-to-day basis, on shorter time frame, sure, like there were long opportunities and short opportunities, but generally speaking, okay, and make sure that you're in the Discord as well. I'm gonna start posting shit in Kimba's Den like every other day, so, you know, like look at what we said, you know, Thursday and Friday, right? No surprises. And it's CPI on Wednesday. I don't care if you're more bullish than I am. Some of you guys are going to be, you know. Some people are going to try to long 76, 74, 72, all the way to 69. No problem. Some people are not going to long until we get to 70 or 72. Like, there's a lot of people talking about 69, 70. If enough of y'all motherfuckers is waiting for 69, then we're going to get a bounce at 74. It's just the way it is, chat. You know what I mean? 72, yeah, if look, the whole point of the market is to punish as many people. So it's gonna liquidate a bunch of motherfuckers and it's gonna leave behind a bunch of motherfuckers. And you know it's gonna be hella quick or it's gonna be hella slow, you know? And so really the whole thing is to just not get blinded by your own subconscious bias and make sure to read the data. Have levels ready to go. Most of you guys have been around long enough to know that if it's really going to be bullish, then the best way to know it's going to be bullish, it's going to leave your ass behind. You should always be suspicious if you're in the long. Right, chat? You know you're going to get round tripped. I feel like most of us have been around long enough to know that it's either going to be hella quick or hella slow. Like one of those, oh my God, it front ran me. Hey, Kimba, do you think it could still make another low? Hey, do you think it's a trident? It's either going to be that or it's going to be, oh my God, I've been longing all fucking week. And the 9th long that I decide not to take, it fucking pumps. You know it's going to be one or the other, chat. So you better get your head out of your ass, keep it on a swivel, and let's do the damn thing. CPI on Wednesday. Monday and Tuesday, we want to try to get into a position, but even if we do, we know that the initial move is Jabay could get us on Wednesday. Let's get the levels. I mean, my levels really haven't changed. I don't think it has for most of us, but no real surprises. And in the spirit of being prepared, the week kicks off with CME resumption, does it not? Let's see where the gap opens at. Is it inside RTH gap? Is it not? What kind of structure does it do? Is it a dip the tip and go? So baby girl will probably come home right around the time CME gap opens. And yeah, we'll just see where it is. I want to see the first 30-minute candle close. And then I'll see you guys bright and early tomorrow. But yeah. If the desktop PC was already ready to go, I probably would be doing a poker tournament right now. You dig?
Yeah. Yes.
So, yeah, but can you guys, for those of you that, regardless of where your bias was on a smaller time frame and day to day, can I get an exclamation prepared in the chat for every single lion that feels like you're ready to go? And you might not be 100%. You might not be like, oh, I'm gonna long 72. Oh, I'm gonna long 69. Oh, but you're ready to go. You're prepared. You've got levels to the downside, levels to the upside. You know what kind of edge you want. Is it structural? Is it open interest? Okay. What about for CME gap in a couple of hours, chat? You guys know what a bearish gap is. You guys know what a bullish gap is, right? You guys, is this your first ETH gap? If so, you might want to wait until regular trading hours. All right. What does it mean when you spend time in a gap? What does it mean when you build value in a gap? All right. You guys ready to go? Just the basics, you know? And we'll start with the basics. We'll start with how the gap reacts and we'll kind of go from there. But you guys excited? This could be a juicy, I mean, first off, everybody knows that even if I do get in, because I'm going to try to get into like a 500 Bitcoin long, like all the way from 72 to 69, 74 to 69. I don't really know exactly. That's why I want to see the data on the CME gap first. But I'm ready to do that thing. But you guys know that even if I get into a big ass long, right, that I'm also going to be flippity floppity and going big short, right? You guys know that? How many of you guys have been rocking and rolling with me long enough to know that I'm going to go big long down there, but I'm also going to be big shorting at like 95 or wherever the bearish retest is. You guys feel me? Yeah, so either way, man, I'm really, really excited. I can't wait. Ricky says your short is still up. Yep.
What did you say?
Yeah. You'll see it. I'll show it if it doesn't get closed before, but I want to get the desktop PC. I'll try to get the desktop PC up tomorrow night. Yeah. You ready, Ricky? But I'm going to try to big long, like whatever it is, like that's, whether it's 69.5, whether it's 72, whether it's 74, whether it's 76. There is a nice little long, I think, to be had, at least like a $20,000 move. Can you imagine if I have a 500 Bitcoin long and it goes $20,000? A good joy. And then can you imagine me shorting like 1,000 Bitcoin from like 92, 95 to like 50? Or what about that really, really nice long from 74 to 140? Woo-wee! So, I mean, on like the higher time frame, I have like ideas and like the home run plays, and then I'll have accounts that I'll have like medium time frame, bing bong ding dong, and then we'll have like our day-to-day like bullish retests and bearish retests of settlements and value, previous day value and shit like that. So that's how I'm going to try to traverse the year. Which one is more likely? Not enough data. Who the fuck knows, my guy? Brother, I don't even know what the CME gap is going to be later today. What I'm trying to get you to understand is I have these higher time frame concepts. I have a higher time frame bull scenario and I have a higher time frame bear scenario. And I can already kind of start to formulate like levels where I'm looking at and how I want to keep some positions open, how long I want to keep it open, where my bigger time frame hedges would be. All right. And I always have higher time frame trades, and I have accounts that have home run and higher time frame trades. I have accounts that have medium time frame trades, and I have like day-to-day scalp accounts and trades, right? But the whole point is just kind of being prepared and thinking about it so you don't get got. You know, I've been waiting like there's a difference between somebody that was really, really bullish when ETH did this, okay, and they were bullish, really, really bullish here, okay, versus me where I wait for RTH and the dip and tip at RTH is what makes me bullish. But I also know those lows are shitty and it's in RTH, and so I know that it's gonna clean one more time. Okay, and that for me, that part isn't what made the price action before bullish. This is what made it bullish. But I also know that that's not that great. And so somebody that was bullish here versus me being bullish here, it's going to completely change how they want to play this. Somebody that was bullish here might not want to play the long here anymore, whereas I would. You know, and what you did 3 months ago, 3 weeks ago, 3 days ago is going to impact how you play this level. Isn't that crazy? Like, that's what I mean by I'm never going to be able to convince people's subconsciouses, you know? So the best that we can do, all of us, is to be prepared, not get got, and start figuring out how you would proceed. You feel me? There's no right or wrong. There's going to be people that try to long very, very aggressively and just get stopped out at break even every single time, or they're even willing to take tiny losses, small losses on a 76, 74, 72, and 69.5 long attempt. And they'll try it. You know, some people are going to try to combine all of those and just keep laddering in. Some people are only going to spot. You know, some people aren't going to long anything and they're just going to hold shorts, you know, and maybe the longs are more like hedge longs. So what does RTH mean? Regular trading hours. Powney 911 says, should I close my short? Well, if you don't know what you're doing, I would always suggest closing any positions. All right. But are you juicing? Because every trade, every day, you have an opportunity to prove it to yourself that you know what you're doing, that you're getting better, and that you can actually be the trader you aspire to be. You want to be a good trader, right? You want to be a trader that makes money, right? And don't you want to genuinely feel like you can actually do that? Well, every day you have that chance. And so what I usually say, Pawnee, is one, you should have already had a TP1, TP2, TP3, and also a stop loss and profit. When people tell me their entries, it's really hard for me to tell if they know what they're doing or not. But if they tell me their stop loss, whether it's a stop loss for a small loss or a stop loss in profit, it usually tells me or gives me a good idea of how, if they know what they're doing or not. So the preparation and the planning is what's the most important. If you bought yourself or you were disciplined enough to wait, okay, for edge, you should be in green right now, which leads me to my second point. If you can't stick to your plans and the preparation that you gave yourself when you're in the green, when you're in profit, I don't know how you expect yourself to stick to your plan when you're a little bit in the red. And so Like when you're in a trade and when you're green, it should be the easiest thing to stick to your plan and execute the way that you plan to. Sounds good? So you have such an opportunity, and that's the real juice, brother. You really think that this game is about the one trade that you're in right now? Or do you think it's about being able to put yourself in a net positive ROI situation over and over and over again and letting the probabilities play out, thus allowing you to be a net positive trader in the long run? And do you understand that, like, do you believe me when you say that if you don't know what you're doing, it's only a matter of time before you lose it all? Or do you think that there's a chance that you can squirm your way through and still be net positive, even though you don't know what you're doing? So these are all things that I think we all have to face at one point or another. Some people continue to lie to themselves. Some people accept that brutal fact. So, yeah, use this opportunity to execute, brother. That's how I would answer it. Now, I have my shorts, you know where my shorts are from, right? So I'm still waiting for lower, and I don't really make decisions before CME opens. So it's up to you. I don't know where your entry is. I don't know if you have a short from 84 or you have a short from 105 like me. But regardless, brother, I'm rooting for you. I hope you juice the fuck up, and let's do the damn thing. All right, can I get a cut, Joy? My entry is 86K. Okay, have you shaved it all? So let's start with things that are not debatable, right? So if it was going to be bearish, for example, Pawnee, you do not want to grab all of those single prints. So even the most bearish lion, I would assume that if it grabs all of those single prints, you're gonna start shaving behind those single prints. You don't want to be the dumbass that gets stopped out in the single print. That's what the book says, okay? Single prints do not guide you to get filled there. A lot of people will be like, oh, I was waiting for the single prints to get grabbed, it front ran it. Yeah, no shit. You know? What you want is, if you're bearish, you don't want all the single prints to get grabbed. If the single prints get grabbed, it doesn't mean that it's bullish. You've just lost a significant portion of your bearish edge. Okay? So, for example, you said your entry was 86. Did you know all the shit that I just said? Because I don't know what you don't know. But what I just said was all basic strategy. It's by the book. It's not some Kimba philosophy. It's by the book shit. It's probabilities. Okay? So, like, you can decide, brother. Maybe you're gonna close the whole thing right at 84.3. Maybe you start. You shave 30% here, you 30% here, and 30% here. Okay? I don't know if you've been losing a lot of money the past couple days, or if you're playing with huge, crazy profits, and you just don't want to get stopped out. And so you're okay to put your stop loss right below your entry, at 85,750, and it'll just be a complete round trip for you, but you just don't want to get stopped out. Sounds good? So there's all of those things that you should know, which is just basic by the book strategy, and then go with that, brother. And it's all just probabilities, you know what I mean? Wazzle says, yep, too much tunnel vision on the long. Thanks for your opinion. My pleasure, my pleasure. Yeah, Wazzle, these are the levels that I'm interested in for CME, man. You guys, you know what it is. You got the Kachoy gap all the way down at 70, right? I like that 76. You've got naked, untapped point of controls and, single prints. And then you've got the RTH gap. I would assume all of you guys know what it means to spend time or build value in a gap, right? That wouldn't be great in a bullish scenario. You guys know what dip the tip is, right? You guys know what a swing fail is. You guys know what structural edge is. You guys know to be looking at open interest. So, Yeah, man, let's have some fun. You know, I don't need you guys to be the best. And and remember, chat, even if you're right, there's a chance that you could fuck up and lose money. I knew it was a long. Yeah, but your leverage was insane. So, you know, start preparing, start planning. You know, if you are looking for a long, how big are you going to go in? How many attempts are you going to go with? If it is too quick or if it front runs you, what's your threshold? You know, how far are you going to allow yourself to chase it? How many of you guys have been here for 8, 6, 7, 8, 9 months, maybe even 4 or 5? And you were prepared and you were prepared and you were prepared and you were ready to go. And that bitch came so quick, you didn't even know what to do. And you missed it by a couple $100 or $500 or $600, $700. And you remember thinking to yourself, never again. Well, here we go. Market's about to give you a chance. How many of y'all have ever been in a situation where you were ready for a big ass long and then it came hella quick and you got left behind? Let's go. Every day, every trade is an opportunity to see and prove to yourself that you know what you're doing. You got to embrace it, Lions. I hope you guys are excited as much as I am. I said it last week. I said it 2 weeks ago. I said it on Friday. Hey, this week is going to be juice, no matter what. You guys excited? You guys ready to rest up tonight and bring the most clear-headed, emotionless, logical brain tomorrow morning bright and early with me, like 90 minutes before U.S. markets open, chat? Okay, so if you're not thinking about a potential dink, dink, you know, dink, dink. That was looking like a big booty Star Wars droid or something, right, chat? Whatever happens this week is going to be a direct culmination of your preparation the last 2 weeks. It's not going to be about what you're doing the last 2 days, what you've been doing the last 3 days. It's going to be what you've been thinking about the last couple weeks and months. So don't get got. All right, stay off of high leverage. Do your best and enjoy the show, ladies and gentlemen. We'll see if we can get a live pa-pink, you guys. This is the last song. After this, I'm out of here, okay? 30-minute candle close in 30 seconds, but I think it's safe to say that it's going to close inside of RTH gap, okay? So, hey, finally, bruh. We might be able to get a chance on this fucking box right here, okay? It's level to level. I better not come start stream tomorrow and people talking about I got wrecked. How? RTH hasn't even opened yet. What do you mean? I can understand you taking shots, but nobody should be getting wrecked pre-RTH. Come on. All right. So there you go. We have spent time. First 30-minute candle close inside of CME gap. You guys remember all these conversations that we had about this. The biggest thing is the RTH gap low in the CME. Same thing with S&P. Okay? If you go to 30-minute, we left the low like that. That's shite. So both of them have sort of a gap, dip the tip and go kind of situation. Obviously, RTH ain't going to open for like another fucking 15 hours. So, all right, don't get got. All right, but don't be longing prematurely. Can we take a... Well, I got a dip right now, but if you rewind, I already looked at ETH and SOL and a whole bunch of other altcoins earlier today. So, all right. I think for the most part, you know what I want for SOL and ETH, right? That should be able to guide you on these ones, okay? I mean, you guys know what it is, okay? So it's just a matter. I think the toughest question would be like, do I take the setups that come before RTH? Sure. There's nothing wrong with that because you have CME back online round. Just understand that even if you have all the edge in the world, RTH tends to like to sweep weekend highs and lows. And don't just take my word for it. I think for the most part, you guys all know exactly what the fuck I'm talking about. So just assume that you're going to get round tripped if you're going to take a shot before RTH. All right? You guys good? I love you guys, man. Stay safe. I'll be on as early as I can. Hands up if you're going to be here early tomorrow, chat. RTH is going to be incredible tomorrow. And then, of course, we got CPI on Wednesday. Chat, let's not get got. Let's not get got. Sounds good? Do your best. Stay safe. I salute y'all. I'll see you guys bright and early tomorrow. Peace, everybody.
We'll be right back.